to me, this is way more relatable, and I think that, like, I think you said a couple things.
Well, first of all, I didn't know any of this. Like,
of course, you're processing it, you're becoming
self-aware.
People
are asking why, and I'm like, well, I don't know, because I got to get in the gym. Well, why do you got to do that? I'm like, I don't fucking know until
recently. Yeah. But I think you said something interesting, like you grew up without a father. You didn't have, like, so to me, you're becoming like the almost cartoonish version of what a man is, right? But it's lacking the vulnerability that we connect with.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
And like a lot of times we don't notice that. Like I remember with my wife, I'll tell you a personal story with my wife. We were trying to have a kid. The first month we're trying to have a kid. We didn't have a kid. The first month, my wife is a little bit type A or whatever that shit is. Like, it needs to happen. Yeah. And I'm grateful we didn't have a kid first because I was doing a lot of drugs earlier in that month. So our kid would have been fucking whack, right? Like that.
Yeah. But that's how all of ours were conceived. We were partying like crazy, by the way. That's why they are the way they are.
Well, okay, there.
No actual drugs, just a lot of alcohol. And they're great, by the way.
Good cover up. Liver Queen, calm down.
Did you see her? Oh my God.
Like, alcohol. Yeah. Okay, but so we got this test done on my sperm, right? And my sperm is great except for like grade of motility or something like that. I don't even know what the fuck it is. She's calling around, it's how fast they swim or something like that. She's freaking out, right? And my reaction to her is machismo. It is, hey, we're gonna be great. Don't worry, we got this. I'm like, yo, if you want to do more tests or go to a specialist, but don't worry, I know for a fact we got this. She's interpreting that as I'm not taking this seriously.
You don't care.
And I don't care. What I'm doing is covering up my vulnerability, which is, will she not love me if I can't get her pregnant? Will she think I'm less of a man? Will my wife not be attracted to me? So I'm trying to cover up the real feeling I have, right? Which is being terrified that the woman I love could stop loving me because I can't do this fucking primal thing. I shared that with her the other night. She fucking started crying. So I would never think differently, whatever. And I wish that I led with the vulnerability. To me, I'm really glad that you're coming on right now and like saying the true reasons why you're even pushing this lifestyle. It's to cover something up. You said that it was like 85% of people deal with like low self-esteem. You're wrapping your self-esteem into something that I think is unhealthy. Yeah. You have a wife, you have a family, you have successful businesses. You don't need to lift heavy shit 2 times a day to feel good about you. Were you a good dad that day?
Yeah.
Were you good to your friends? Did you care about people?
Yeah.
Did you provide for people? Like, those are the things that I'm looking at and going, that's a king, not someone who can fucking bench press.
Yeah.
Because if bench pressing makes you a man, what the fuck am I? But I think I'm a good man.
Yeah.
So maybe part of the ancestral tenets is recognizing what you're doing and how you are being a good man, which is providing and loving the people and caring for the people around you. Right. Maybe that's something that you need to take note of, man. And leading with that fucking vulnerability that has really transformed this interview.
Yeah.
You telling me the things you went through, all the suicides that you had to deal with, made that real, not an excuse when you said it. I think vulnerability is the only thing we can connect to as human beings. We look up to the person who seems infallible, but we don't connect to them.
No.
I feel more connected to you now, man.
Thank you for sharing.
Despite your stink.